Hello.
Hey,
How
there
are
you
you?
go.
Here I am. And
Jen!
there you are.
How
How
you
are you,
doing
my
today, buddy?
friend?
You
Good
already know.
morning.
Every day is the best day of my life, my friend.
That's awesome to hear. That's great.
How about,
Perfect.
what's going on with you this morning, bro?
Oh, nothing. Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling alive.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Excited to have a conversation here.
Mm. Likewise, my friend.
Yeah. See,
Are
we
you
got some
ready?
people who joined us. Yeah, cool.
Let's get it, bro.
What's up, everybody?
Love, love, love.
So we're going to talk about you were giving them the scoop, what we're going to talk about today a little bit.
That's right.
Cool, mindset shifting, all that good stuff. It's like we were trying to think of a topic, and it's like, well, why not mindset shifting, right? What we've tools, strategies we've used over the years to kind of shift ourselves into a better place from where we were. So I
Yeah,
think we both have some things we can share, with everyone here. So where would
definitely,
you like to
Jen.
start?
Let's start. Mm. I said there's so many aspects of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, just okay. From from now on, every thought that you have has to serve you, right? So there's right these programs that are running that are embedded deeply into your subconscious mind, into your spirit, and who you are, and that again stems since childhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm let's start here. What do you think, Jen, are a couple limiting beliefs that you had to rewire, you had to change that you're aware of in your mind that you shifted from those limiting beliefs into beliefs that serve you, into thoughts that serve you now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a big one for me was like not good enough, right?
Hmm.
And then later on, into my adult life, it was feeling stuck. Like there's no way out, there's no way out of my
Yeah,
situation or where I am now. That was a big one for me because I spent a lot of time just feeling that way and feeling like I didn't know where to go, from that point on. And yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely issues with just not being good enough, not feeling like I could do anything else
hmm,
with my life.
yeah,
How about you?
that's a deep one, my friend.
It's a big one. Yeah, it's a big one.
And I'm sure a lot of people have felt the same way, Jen. You know,
Hmm. And it's
as
still to be honest, it's still a process, but
yeah,
it becomes better and better as you use techniques and tools to shift yourself over time and you keep rewiring your brain.
of
Yeah.
course, Jen. So true, my friend. Um, I have that's probably the same. It's not probably that is what I've struggled with as well.
Yeah.
I've always thought I needed a mentor. I've always thought I somebody else had to guide me. I
Mm.
needed to depend on someone else for my success, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
that's feeling of not being good enough.
Right.
So how I got over that is by realizing that no one's coming to save me, right? No one's coming to save me. I have to reprogram myself. I have to
Mm-hmm.
take new actions. I have to save myself in a sense.
Yeah.
And when I was early on in this journey, Jen. I what really changed everything was, and this I'm sure it'll click for everybody. What have you done? What are the results that you have had in your life? Because that is what's going to give you confidence, and that is what's going to make you realize, hey, I am enough. Look at what I've accomplished. Look at
Right.
what I've done. Right.
Right.
So when you look back and you see, Jen, everything you've accomplished, it's like, okay, maybe I am enough. I made it through this. I've overcame that. Why am I not enough? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's if you start looking back and you still feel that you don't deserve abundance, that you don't deserve an amazing life, that you don't have what it takes, then let's go a little deeper. Why? What did you experience? What have you gone through to make you believe, because it's a belief, right? To make you believe that,
Mm-hmm.
Jen, but that confidence gets initially installed by your results, by what you've done, what you've accomplished, and then you start to gain some momentum, and then you're able to say, you know what, when shit arises, nah, fuck that. I've gone through this, I made it through
Right.
that. I have a, I look at the
Yeah.
results that I have, and that's what helps me, Jen.
Yeah, I mean that's huge. I mean, shifting from a place of always, because most people we're always focused on what we haven't achieved yet, right? We're always focused on either what we haven't achieved or what we've done wrong, like our failures in our life.
Yeah,
But if we switch that and we start shifting to, like you said, focusing on the wins along the way, what we've been through, what we've actually accomplished. Don't focus on the stuff that you failed at, it's not really failing at anything. It's always you're learning a lesson, right? You
right,
come to an obstacle or a roadblock, it's a lesson learned. It's not, don't view it as a failure. So that's a big thing too, is to not view things as failing,
right,
because it's
right.
not. It's part of life. Like we can't go through life and just be this perfect individual and have everything follow this like blueprint that we have on paper,
Yeah,
because that's not how life goes. There's so many detours, so it's definitely helpful to start that shifting in the
yeah, buddy.
mindset to a place of focusing on the positive, on the wins, the things that you've actually accomplished in your life rather than what you haven't accomplished.
Right, right,
It's
Jen.
huge. It's massive.
And logically, it makes no sense to put yourself down and to
Yeah,
focus
right.
on negative shit,
Yeah, we
right?
do. Yeah.
Yeah, we
It's
do.
we're trained that way from a certain age. I mean, look at society, right? It's a fear-based society. Everything that's out there, they're trying to sell you products and services that make you feel bad about yourself, essentially,
Yeah,
because that's how they make money. That's how they
yeah.
make money,
Off your
you
fears,
know?
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And it reminds me, Jen, of something Michael Jordan once said. He said, "Why would I focus on me missing a shot? Why would I focus on a shot that I haven't even taken yet? And why would I believe that I'm gonna miss it? Like there's no
Exactly.
right. It's the
Exactly.
same thing. Why would you see yourself failing if you haven't even tried? If you
Right.
haven't even done it yet?
I mean, yeah, it's almost like a visualization technique to invite in failure, right?
Yeah,
Because it's like
exactly.
we're trying to use law of attraction, we're trying to use visualization techniques in our meditations and things like that to get what we want, to shift our mind. But half the time we don't realize that we're going throughout our day visualizing negative stuff, actually forming this picture, this story in our head of it already happening, us already failing, like you just said. And that once you become aware that you're actually doing that throughout
Right.
your day, that's
Yeah,
that's a big key to change within
exactly.
yourself.
Exactly, Ken.
Yeah,
And yeah, bro, it's and it becomes such a habit that again, that's why a lot of
it does.
people it's so installed in their subconscious mind to be negative.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like congratulations, you're an expert at thinking negative.
Oh yeah, we're
You
all
know?
experts at thinking negative. Yep, yep. And what do you
But
get for it, right?
right,
What do you get
exactly.
for it? Yeah,
It's but again, it's that awareness, bro, right? It's that
it's
awareness
awareness.
that
Yep,
you look at what you're doing to yourself. You're literally self-sabotaging everything in your
sabotage.
life
Yep.
because you consistently focus on what could go wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's twisted.
yeah,
It's very, very twisted. It's very twisted. But again, it stems back to childhood. It's just, how we're trained from a very young age, and it sticks with us, and it's just society based as well, like I mentioned.
yeah,
So it's a
and
host of reasons why we self-sabotage.
yeah, definitely, Jen. And it's fucked up, but it is what it
Hmm.
is. So I mean,
Right.
yeah, now we're all trying to unfuck ourselves from everything that has happened to us, and so right. There's a saying that it's 21 days to create a habit, right?
Hmm.
So we're undoing a lot of 21 days, years
Yes,
of 21 days.
exactly.
So that's why it's so challenging to reprogram yourself, and most people give up, Jen.
That's why exactly what I was just going to say. That's why most people give up. They don't give themselves enough time. They don't have the awareness that I've lived with this for 30 years or something, and I'm not going to fix it in one day or one session. Like, it's going to take some time to undo all those things.
Yeah.
It's like with anything, right? You're
Yep.
not going to
Exactly.
get in shape in one day. You're not going to become a pro basketball player in one day. Like, you have
Yeah.
to practice. You have to actually train. You know, it's like a muscle. You have to train a muscle for it to actually grow.
Exactly. Exactly, Jen. But and that's I feel like that's where we come in as light workers, as empaths. We're leading the way to show people what's possible. Because we all came from the trenches, we all ate shit, and now we're showing you, look, you can make it out, right? This is how we did it, and a lot of stuff resonates with a lot of people. And we're just the messengers. Take what you want and use it, apply it, because that's a lot of
Hmm.
people don't know how. They have nobody
Yeah,
around them to guide them,
right.
and they're stuck, right? They're stuck,
Hmm.
bro. So that's why, like, you have to understand yourself and you have to analyze yourself and realize what works for you. What works for you, you know? What can
What are you
repro
resonating with? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Jen. Look at us.
And to have the understanding that it could take years. I mean, my journey started many years ago, where I started, kind of bettering myself per se. It started, I think I would say it started when I started kind of waking up, was when I felt very stuck in like a corporate job I was in, and I found the courage to finally leave it. And that was like a door open for me. But that was many years ago, and
Yeah,
it's still a process, and it's a matter of daily being consistent with it and adding new modalities or new things in to make yourself a better person. You know,
right.
and when I was like 30, I randomly discovered The Secret.
Yes, the
The place
secret.
I was working at the time, drug alcohol detox, they um, they were showing the movie in the back lounge. Everybody was watching it, and I didn't know what it was. And I asked them, I'm like, "What is this?" And just remember I became so intrigued by it. You
Hmm.
know, I mean, I still think it's kind of a glossed over version of law of
Of course.
attraction, but I remember I was so fascinated. And from that day on, let me tell you, I inundated myself with like every book I could find on law of attraction,
Yeah,
reality creation, quantum physics. It was just like my mind was opening up, and I was like, wow, like it was like a whole new way of thinking. And that's where it started, essentially, where I began just inundating myself with material and books and podcasts and all kinds of things that just kept shifting me over the years. Yeah, a lot of people started with The
Jen.
Secret. It's so funny.
I
I
know,
think I
right?
saw it like many years
Yeah.
when it came after, and it's like a glossed
Uh,
over version, but
yeah.
it opened the door for me to
Hmm.
to look further into everything I could find.
Of course, bro. You
Yeah,
and Crystal.
yeah, yeah. I think a lot of
Crystal
people
too.
can relate. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, buddy. And the key takeaway from that, Jen, what connects everything you just said that started that spark for you. It's all knowledge. It's all
Yep.
information, and that's what it is, guys. You want to reprogram your mind. You want to change the way you think. Learn new knowledge and apply it. Apply, 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 bro. Every day. And that's why they say sharpen your sword every day. You will always be a step ahead of the next guy if you're always learning. You will
Mhm.
always be the go-to person if you're always learning, and that's how you. That's honestly the repetition of that. That's really how you pro. If we were to sum it all up, get the knowledge, memorize it, become it, absorb it, and you will reprogram your subconscious mind, bro.
Yeah, I think the first step is it's like most people, they start reading books and they start, filling themselves or surrounding themselves with material and knowledge, like you said. But then the next step after that is to actually apply the
You're
techniques,
right.
to actually live it, right? Because,
Yeah,
I have bookshelves of books that I've read, and I never applied the techniques.
there
I
you
just
go.
read the books because they
Right.
fascinated me, and I was like almost addicted to them, right? Like addicted to self-help books. And
Hmm.
I didn't really take the time to apply the techniques properly, in
Hmm.
a proper way. Or I was applying them in ways that was still in the mindset, like the old mindset of kind of forcing things to happen,
Hmm.
or like it being a quick fix, things like that, rather than completely shifting, the consciousness or expanding the consciousness.
Right. And it's definitely a phase, Jen. You know,
Hmm.
you get all this knowledge and you're all excited, but what do you do with it, right? You don't know
Right.
when you first get it.
Right.
But it's a step, like you said. It comes in
Yeah.
steps,
Yeah.
buddy. Something that really helped me too, guys, Jen, was I was alone a lot. I had a lot of time to think. I didn't have other interference of other people's thoughts, other lower frequencies coming in.
Hmm.
So spending that time alone, again, for hours upon hours, I had time to reflect on the knowledge. I had time to actually create my own core values, create my own opinions on the knowledge. And I think that also accelerated the shit out of my growth because again, it was sticking into my subconscious because it was my perspective, right? I had time to actually think about what I was learning, bro.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
being
that's
alone,
important. That's important. Yeah, you need the time to yourself. And, meditation was huge too, to start meditating, start
mhm,
visualization techniques. Even if
yes,
at first, like, not very good at it, visualization
of course,
techniques,
bro,
I don't know what I'm feeling. But you just have to start somewhere. You just have
has
to
to.
start somewhere. And the more you do it,
So,
the more you stay consistent with it. I would start listening like podcasts of like Abraham Hicks in my car on the way to work, or
there you
like
go.
Aaron. And even, to like the music I listen to. I used to listen to a lot of toxic music, like heavy metal, punk
Oh
music,
yeah,
and
that too,
while I
bro.
still like it, my whole taste has shifted, and now I listen to more like upbeat music or dance music or things that raise my vibration. So it's very interesting as you start filling your head with knowledge and inundating yourself and surrounding yourself with the people,
Dude,
places, and things, how you actually change from the inside out.
well
Your
said,
tastes
bro.
change, and it's amazing because you're actually changing your brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny how it's all connected, bro. You know, like that one thing, um, really controlling the frequencies that are coming into your life. Again, people don't know that though, Jen. They don't know that music is reprogramming them. They don't know
It is.
that
Yep.
movie about negative shit, the what's it called, the news, all that is programming your
What's it called?
mind.
The news.
It's
Say we
that's how
don't we
you
don't
know.
watch it that we
That's how you
forget what it's
know.
even called.
Dead ass, dead ass, bro.
Well, it's like subliminal affirmations, just seeping
Yeah,
into your mind. Let's look at advertising, right? They flash advertising at you, and a hamburger flashes at you or something, and they show it 50 billion times on TV. That's
yeah,
so it gets ingrained in your subconscious. So
yeah.
at the end of your show, you're like,
So
shit, I want to
sorry.
go to Burger King now. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's you really have to be aware of these things and pay attention
have to, bro.
and stay present, staying
Yeah,
present, because a lot of people go through life just in like this zombie mode, right? On
yeah,
autopilot, we're not actually thinking, feeling for ourselves, so we're not really remaining present.
yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
So with that said, bro, keep in mind that your eyes, your mouth, your ears, these are entry points to your brain. And we forget that.
Our
Everything you see,
senses. Yep.
entry points to your mind. So
Hmm.
anything you consume, anything you're looking at, you're listening to, you're watching, has a chance to. It's called a thought bomb. It has a chance to come into your mind and create a thought bomb, which is gonna again sink deep into your subconscious mind. And now, this idea that you believe it's yours was actually given to you because something you watched, something you saw, and you don't even know it, bro.
Yeah.
It's scary but true, John.
Yeah. And it's interesting because as you shift to a more positive mind frame, when you do go back or you listen to music that's very toxic, or you're around people who are very you notice it more. You
Oh
notice that, or you put on the news, you notice it, and you're like, wow, years ago I didn't notice how really negative and toxic it was. But when you're in this higher state for yourself, it's very, very clear. Like you pick up on it right away.
Yeah,
So it's really interesting.
yeah, Jen. And you have to
Yeah.
fight extra hard, especially now. This is war. This is war. This is mind control war, my friend.
Hmm.
this so many things are designed to fuck you, to destroy you, obliterate your actual consciousness, because again, they don't want us to think like this. They don't want us to be deliberate thinkers. So
Hmm.
all this bullshit
Don't want us to think for
propaganda.
ourselves. Yeah.
Exactly,
Hmm.
bro. So you have to fight twice as hard, and if you're not aware, you're doomed. You are
Yeah.
I mean, in the nicest way, there's no way, bro. You will live hell on
Yeah.
earth if you're not
Yeah.
aware of what's going on.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are living that way right now,
Oh yeah, bro.
which is a shame because they're not aware of actually what they're thinking, you know,
Nah,
just
bro.
being fed material and information. You
Yeah,
think you're thinking for yourself, but you're actually not.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. The biggest illusion of freedom, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, it's insane when you really start to think about it, guys. You know?
So, what other kinds of techniques have you used over the years? I mean, so obviously you filled yourself with courses and material, and have you found any other techniques or strategies to help you that could maybe help somebody else?
Yeah, great question, John. The number one, the number one thing that I resonate with that has helped me tremendously are mantras.
Mantras.
Mantras. It always keeps me on point. It always sets me right back to my center when I'm slipping. When I start overthinking shit, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dream. How do I lose in my dream? And every day is the best day of my life. Nope, never mind. So then that's why I created the digestible 33 gen, because everything in there, bro. I shit that
Mm-hmm.
I collected over the years of going through this. And again, when you have mantras to remember, because that's a lot of times we forget what we know. We forget how we want to think. So that's why mantras always keep me on point. It's like if I'm slipping, if I'm starting to be afraid of something, like for this trip for Sedona, right, coming up in
Mm-hmm.
in August, I was afraid. I'm like, maybe I should just go on an airplane. It'll be a lot easier. And I'm like, shoot, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. No, you're gonna go through it. What are you so
Yeah.
afraid for? Don't you trust? And
Right.
you know what? Like, yeah, you're right. Everything works. Everything
Yeah.
works. And so that's what I mean by when you start to slip, when these negative subconscious thoughts start to come in, keep yourself on point. What are you
Yeah.
so afraid of? Look at everything you've accomplished. Look at all the times you thought you weren't going to make it out, but you did. And again, mantras. And just, again, I guess I'll add that too in there, reflecting on your past and your accomplishments, bro. That's
Yeah.
what keeps me.
And I think it's huge to have a support system around you for those
Great point,
days
bro.
because you're going to have days
Oh,
where
yeah.
you slip. You're going to have days where you wake up and you want to give up and you have all the doubt creeping in and all that. We're human, but that is where having the support
I'm
comes
glad you
in,
brought that up,
where
bro.
you can go to somebody or you can watch somebody's IG live or the
So
other thing
true.
I do, like music for me helps a lot,
Hmm.
listen to music and just putting on like a podcast, Abraham Hicks podcast or
Yes.
something to get me out of the negative state of mind.
Yes.
Even reading a book, I'm big on books. Just anything to shift you. Just don't sit
Dude.
with yourself and remain in that place, in that negative
Right.
place because it's just gonna come over you and you're
Right.
gonna spiral with it. So that's where it's important have people around you, and that's where I know you in your past you've had to let go of some people who are more toxic in your life. Is that right?
So many people, Jen.
Yeah,
And that
you
fucks
know,
you up, bro. That fucks you
yeah.
up, you
So it's
know?
about releasing those
Hmm.
attachments
Yeah.
to things that may feel comfortable, but they're not serving you. So, like you
Exactly.
mentioned at the beginning, is this, every thought should be serving me, or everything I do, or what I surround myself, is it serving me?
Exactly.
Or
Everything.
is it me draining me or pulling me back to where I was?
Right. All
Yeah.
questions that need to be asked, bro.
Eleanor, you guys are
Yo.
my support system too. We're all connected.
Yeah.
We are
But
all
yeah.
connected.
I have so much love for everybody that's here right
Yeah,
now, Jen.
same
Everybody,
here.
bro.
Same here. You
And
guys are
I
the best.
oh.
You are.
You hear that?
You
Oh
are.
yeah. So I'm really glad you brought that up, Jen, 'cause it's true.
Yeah.
Your support, I mean, this shit that, yeah, maybe you would have gotten through it, but it would have been so much darker, and you might have not gotten all the lessons from it. And from
Mm-hmm.
hearing somebody, you know, your friends or somebody close to you giving you that extra perspective and telling you, like, bro, relax. Look, this is why it's happening. It's part of it. I know with
Mm-hmm.
Chris, she's always telling me energy updates. I'm like, dude, that makes sense. Now I know why I'm feeling this way, you know? And
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
synchronistic, bro.
Same here. And it just that little thing, right? A little energy update can really switch you. Can, you
Definitely,
know,
bro.
have that little light bulb go off, be like, oh, all right, so I'm feeling this way, not just because I'm like a weirdo or crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Like there's stuff going on. Other people are feeling this way too. So that's important to recognize that you're not the only
Exactly.
one who's
Yeah,
feeling bad about themselves. You're not the only one who's feeling tired. So that's where you reach out to your support system and
yeah, bro.
recognize that
Mm.
we're human. People have up days and down
Right.
days and sideways days and all that kind of thing, you
In
know?
and out.
So in and out
Yeah,
days, yep.
that's that's definitely has to be included in there. Reprogramming yourself, Jen.
My online spiritual friends I haven't met in real life.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah, no.
I said we're gonna do a video of just our
Oh man,
legs. I haven't
what's
seen
that?
anybody legs. Just our feet.
Yeah. All right, bro.
Wow, Roy has like
Oh
a
man.
legs. Oh my God.
Yeah, why not, bro? Why
Yeah.
not? No, but yeah, Jen, it's so true, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, just keeping it real, 100% real. There's inner work that I've done, that I've reprogrammed. There's stuff that I've reprogrammed that wouldn't be possible. I swear, I don't know if I ever would have figured it out on my own, to be honest,
Mhm.
if it wasn't for working with Vivi and Eleanor and really going deep, bro, with EFT and hypnosis.
Awesome. Mhm.
I have no idea if I ever would have found out these traumas within me, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm really happy you brought that up, Jen. Because, dude, like when you make it, right? Once we're at the top, bro. Once we're, I mean, what you know how they say, oh, you're already there, right? But once we see the real physical manifestations,
Mhm.
I don't want to say it was all me. I'm self-made because I'd be lying. That's
Right.
bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not self-made. There's a million people that contributed to who I am, to the success that I'm at. And that's something that a lot of people don't mention, Jen, right? You see everybody,
Mhm.
I want to thank God, and they think like their family, but what about the people that were there for you while you were grinding it out, while you were
Right.
going through all this shit? What about them, bro? And that's
Yeah.
what I never forget,
Yeah.
Jen. Never,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's important, you know, because that essentially it's making you who you are, you
Exactly.
know? Yeah. Awesome.
It's something to think about, you know. Never
Yeah.
feel like you're self-made. Everybody around you,
Yeah.
dude.
Always be humble. Yeah, definitely.
Always, man.
We can't do it all ourselves. We
Nah,
think we
bro.
can.
Right?
And
And we
um
tried.
and and we've all tried to do it ourselves
Yeah,
and we recognize that it's much easier when we have a helping hand.
of course.
And never think that there aren't that people that the world is against you, that there aren't people who understand you or want to help you, because there's plenty of people out there who want to help you. So if you ever feel stuck in life or stuck in a certain situation in your life, just understand that there's always somebody who has their hand out willing to help
Right,
you,
bro.
but you have to be willing to let them in. That's
Exactly.
huge, because a
Exactly.
lot of times we're going to be very closed off from help, from
Yeah.
asking for help. We feel embarrassed about it, or we feel very self-conscious.
Yeah, buddy.
So if we can release those emotions and move past that and
Right.
just give ourselves permission to be helped,
Be
then
vulnerable.
that's huge. Yeah, be vulnerable. Yep.
You know, and it's hard sometimes, Jen. Again, I'm sure many can relate. Once you get fucked over so many times, it's like it's hard to really still keep that trust, right? But you realize that, dude, that happened. It's not my reality now, and it doesn't have to be my reality now.
Yeah.
So that's why I choose to trust. I choose to still give everything to someone, you know, because I realize that again, all the people that have left me, all the people that have fucked me over, that was all a learning season for me, right?
Right.
And just keeping that in mind, bro, that your past doesn't have to be your reality right now. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
still amazing people out there that really have your back, that
Yeah.
really fuck with you, and they're there, bro. You know. And a lot of people
Yeah.
have trouble with that, Jen.
Yeah. A lot of people are playing the victim, you know, so it's moving from victim state to actually a creator of your own reality.
Yeah, bro.
You have a say, you have control of who you surround yourself with. I mean, to a certain degree. I mean, obviously you can't block off family completely. I mean, you even then you can,
Right.
but I mean, you can always limit yourself and you can always
Limitation,
control
yeah.
how you're reacting to certain people and how much you
Right.
choose to, I guess, allow them to penetrate you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And that's often something, another thing we forget, Jen, that also reprograms your mind. Being
Yeah.
around your family, being around cousins, being around, aunts and uncles that try to put on their limiting beliefs onto you.
Hmm.
So that's also something to keep in mind, and you have to protect yourself from that, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I always say observe, don't absorb, right? Don't indulge, just observe. Yeah, it's okay to be on this red pill, on this woke shit, but you have to know how the blue pill works, right?
Hmm.
Or you're going to be surrounded by zombies, and you're not going to know how it works, how to interact with the zombies, how to treat the
Hmm.
zombies, right? So you
Yeah.
have to know both worlds, bro.
Hmm. Exactly. Yep. Always a lesson to take from past to better yourself. Yes.
Right, Chris?
Absolutely. Life is one big lesson. One big lesson
Yeah.
for us, right? We're
You
here to
know,
learn something. We're here to learn something. We're here to
yeah,
learn something.
bro.
So,
It's funny, Jen. You remind me of something. My mentor used to say, "Life is nothing but one long ass day, bro."
yeah. If you think about it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
definitely. Anything else as far as strategies, techniques? I know you do something called the rainbow shower for anybody who
yes,
doesn't know what that is, and
the rainbow shower.
that's a
That
visualization technique, right?
a little
A
more
little
than that,
more.
Jen. But it is the rainbow shower. Wow, and I'm glad you brought that up again, Jen. A great tactic, a great tool
Yeah.
to reprogram your subconscious mind. Again, if you guys haven't heard of it, let me refresh your memory if you have. So you shower in the dark, right? The first thing in the morning, you shower in the dark, and I use meditation music. You don't have to, but I use Kundalini awakening meditation music. So you shower in the dark, you put on music. You don't have to, but now you're alone with your thoughts. Now you're back to where you started from, the darkness, right? When you were in your mother's womb, you were surrounded by darkness. So you're back to your home in a sense, and you visualize your dream, right? What your ultimate goal is, your ultimate dream is 10, 20, 30 years from now. And you also visualize your goals. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want, again, I'm manifesting clients right now. So I'm saying I want 5 clients, blah blah blah, right? I have 5 clients, blah blah blah. And it's what you want. What do you want? And you're talking about it, you're visualizing it, you're feeling it. And I always do it. Anything that I say, any mantra, any
Hmm.
dream, 5 to 10 times at least. I repeat 5 to 10 times, and I also say my mantras, my affirmations for the day. I say my what I'm gonna do for the day. Right? It's a time to plan within here to get you in a sense mentally ready and ready to go. Ready to go, my friend. And the rest, why the rainbow shower, you're reprogramming yourself because there's no interruptions. It's just you in your mind, and you're thinking about what you want. And Vivi, no, I shower in hot water actually.
Cold water wake you right up.
That'll wake your ass up quick.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I use hot water. But yeah, again, that's
Cool.
I would definitely that's definitely a great way to end it. Great way to end it with the rainbow shower for reprogramming your mind,
Yeah.
bro. What about you, Jen?
Yeah, I mean, I've used definitely visualization techniques. The thing that I find is to not force it upon myself, as I've had to learn over the years.
Hmm.
Because, visualizing, meditating, sometimes I would find that it's like I would try to, think about what I wanted, but it was almost like a forcing type of thing. So now it's more of keeping it on the lighter side. And when it just like comes to me and allowing it in rather than being very, I guess, what's the word? Like, I can't think of the word, like too regimented with it.
Structured?
Too structured, yeah, because what it's doing, forcing yourself, creating resistance in the body, which we don't want. So Just keeping it more on the lighter side for myself, more on the fun side.
Got it.
Just
Got it,
like,
buddy.
almost like when you're fantasizing as a kid or things like that, so keeping it more on the fun side.
Mm.
But I also use a lot of essential oils, crystal therapy. I got into many years
Interesting.
ago, and I use them in conjunction with whatever I'm doing, whether it's visualizing, meditation, acupuncture, hypnosis. So those have been helpful too because they can really help. They hold a frequency within them, and they can help just get you into a better state and connect with your higher self more too.
Beautiful,
So
bro. It all
yeah,
works. It all works,
yep,
Jen.
definitely.
Alrighty. Well, this was a fucking blast, bro.
Yeah, as usual, always.
As usual. And before we head out, I just want to say for anybody that's watching this on the replay, I hope this brought you value. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, I do have the digestible 33 on sale for $3.33, bro.
So
More,
synchronistic.
yeah, more than fair. And this is the ultimate guide. Jen, this is what I created specifically for this topic, bro.
Yeah,
Reprogramming
that's
yourself.
awesome. Yep.
So much information in there, dude, to reprogram your mind and how, again, this will have you leaving with every single thought that you have serving you, bro.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, just want to add that,
Yes,
my friend.
everybody get it. It's awesome.
But yeah, man, Jen, it was a pleasure. Nothing but love. Thanks for everybody that
You
was
too.
here.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Love you guys.
So much love, man. So
Yes.
much love. Until next time,
Until next time.
and as always, life was meant to be enjoyed, my friend.
Yes.
All right, buddy.
All right. Peace
Bye,
out. See you
guys.
guys soon.